This is Amud Yomi Gemara and Shabbos Daf Ayin Hey Amud Aleph, and once again, we like all the learning to be an incredible schos refuah shlema of Amir Mahuva Bas Esther. The schos of Talmud Torah, Talmud Torah Barabim, should bring incredible Yeshuas and Mirza Hashem. We're holding two lines in the bottom of Ayin Dalman and Beis Vakeireya Almanas Litzfar, and if you rip in order to sew, is one of the malachi. Says Gemara, Kriya Mishkan Mihave. Was there Kriya in the Mishkan? Was there tearing? Says Gemara, Rav Zeir, Rav Tervayu, Rav Zeobel said, Shkini Riyash Navel Badarna. That what? If there was a curtain in which a darna, a worm, fell on it and made a hole through the worm, what would they do? How would you fix it? First, you got to rip it open. First, kairim ba, and then v'tay for naisa, and then you sew it up. If you stitch a thread of a stitch on Shabbos, chayiv chatos. My gush. If you learn something from a magush, a heretic, of course, this is an unrelated statement, but it was said by Rav Zichar Bar Tovia, chayiv misa. And if you know, and if you have the chachma to create, to go and calculate the mazalos and tekufas, and you don't do it, asr l'sabri imenu, we cannot learn Torah from him. Says the Gemara, Magush does what? Rabbi Shmuel Chanamer Charshi is a sorcerer. Chanamer Gedufi is a blasphemer. To say him to Rav Adamar Gedufi. Let's bring a raya to Rav. So Magush over here must mean a heretic. It means a sorcerer. The pasuk says, don't learn and do sorcery, but doesn't say that there's particularly a problem to learn from the sorcerer. But this implies that you could learn in order to understand and paskin on such an item. And therefore, it can't be that if you learn something from a sorcerer's chayim misa categorically. Tistayim, says the Gemara, this is a beautiful raya that Magushta must be like the opinion of Rav and Shmuel. It must be that it is a we don't know which opinion, but it's like Gedufi, it's someone who's a blasphemer. Amar Rav Shimon Pazi, Amar Rav Yishua ben Levi, Mishum Barka Baruch Leidei L'chashav T'kufas Mazalos V'nei Chayshev, Allah v'kas v'aymer, V'espol Hashem L'yabitu, Masiyadav L'yro, the work of Hashem they don't see, they don't regard, and the acts of Hashem they don't see. Amar Rav Shimon, meaning they don't care. You have this incredible chachma, you study it, and they don't see Hashem, that once they realize Hashem running the world, and they can see everything, then it should be clear that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is running the world. How do we know that there's a mitzvah for someone to do that? What does it mean? What's a chachma and a bina that the goyim could see? Says the Gemara, for there we learn out that there is a mitzvah to understand such. Now, what does it mean there's a mitzvah? Rishonim, the Ramban particularly comes along and explains, it doesn't mean it's really a mitzvah to learn the sciences, etc. It means that if you know them, at least utilize it for Torah pursuits, etc. We continue 14 lines from the bottom of the Tudas. Hatzad Tzvi v'chulu. The first one line is Tzvi. Tana Rabbanan says the Gemara, Hatzad Chilaz v'nat baitzai. If you trap a chilazain and you squeeze it, squeezing the chilaz in its form of disha. What do you mean? Squeezing is not a form of disha, and therefore there's no chiyah for that. Therefore, to squeeze a non-gedulei karka, the fish is not going to be the av melacha. Why is it always also considered tils neshama? You're killing the item. The reason is you're talking about a case that the fish, the chilazon, was already dead. Rav Amar, no, you know why you're not chayiv for killing it? That's not what you're thinking, which of course is a fascinating chiddush. That's what you're doing, but you could split the two. And of course, ask the Gemara that kasha. It's a psikresha. You're squeezing it, you don't want to kill it, but you're going to, of course, kill it. Shiny Hacha, says the Gemara, to comment this way, Neshama, You want it to be alive, because the die is clear when the item is alive. So even though it's going to for sure happen, because you don't want it, you're not chayav for it. How to split that? It's quite difficult. We'll pick it up from here. B'siyata dishmaya.